Our next round is called Headliners. Here's a picture of America's former power couple, Bill and Hillary Clinton. But what does CADC stand for?
Is it cheerleaders' arse distracts Clintons?
I think they're saying goodbye to Barack Obama. Cheerio and don't call.
Clinton's assassination dreams continue.
Clinton announces deepening chlamydia.
How about Clinton's accept defeat childishly?
How would you do it? Would you just go, oh, you're the winner, you're the winner. I'm Barack Obama.
Is it Carl...
Is it chimpanzee amazes drugged couple? He's just like that. Oh, and they're like.
That would amaze me. I'm sorry, no drugs involved, but that would amaze. If a chimp went, you go. That is one hot chimp.
Come on, that would amaze you if you can
that.
train them to move a piano.
Or make tea.
To be honest, how much money would you love to go to London Zoo just to see one day a pole dancer training a monkey how to dance? Let's do it. We've got clout.
when he's in the highest office now. When you're premier.
To be honest, that is number one on the list.
Is it Clinton's address Democratic Convention?
It is, of course. Well done, Hugh. There you go. Subject is the media. Who wants to come into that? Russell.
I'll do that. I'd see, you know, the way I like getting the news is Radio 5 Live. It's fantastic, 'cause it's just news and nutters, isn't it? They'll read out, like, that was the Pope's view on abortion, and then, hello, Felicity Puddleduck here, livid and ill-informed. I'd just like to say those harlots should give birth to their children aged 2 that charge you to national service. I'm off to bake a cake. And sat there listening, and then the next night, David, are you out of your mind? Cloning? Think it through. 2 versions of me. Want to go out and commit a crime? Who gets blamed for it? Me! I'm doing it 20 Street. He's banging my wife. Where's the justice? And you sat there listening to these nutters, and then the most ridiculous story. A man in Bristol's found the face of Jesus on a crisp. And suddenly, I couldn't believe it. I opened up my frazzles. There he was.
Russell Howard.
Has anybody noticed Dara's eye, by the way? Is it off-putting? Do you think the people at home will be concerned? What has happened?
I do. There's just a little star in there. It's just got infected. So
Is that really it?
No, it's a.
Has Brian Cox been beating you again?
Look into the telescope. He said, "Look hard into the telescope," and he bruised my eye, ramming it into shit. Go on. Look. That'll hurt you. That's my good eye, Brian. That's my good eye.
He's just trying to turn you into Patrick Moore.
They're so worried they get me an eye patch. That, like, this would be much more subtle if I played that. I presented the entire show like that because I've got a tiny infection in the eye. To be fair, I have a secret desire to have an eye patch. You know, I don't want to ever lose an eye. That's not how much I want to have an eye patch, but I think they're cool. Something massively impressive, because a guy with an eye patch, shit has happened. Because also you can do this. Sexy. So the final part of undressing in a sexy way would be to take off the eye patch and what?
You take my eye
out. In other news, what do doctors want us to stop using?
They're waiting rooms to sleep in.
People taking helium, and they enjoy it, and they speak very highly.
Bizarrely, that's correct. Which is...
It's a finite resource, and it's needed for MRI scanners.
And what not? Yes, very, very true, yeah. It's being used up on fripperies like balloons. And squeaky voices.
Yeah, although I'm doing this one without it.
They're worried that instead of helium then in balloons, they will instead start using nitrous oxide in balloons. But nitrous oxide is laughing gas. So then that's the worry, is that the kids will be able to get high on their balloons if we end up having to do party balloons with nitrous oxide.
But if you're worried about kids getting high on nitrous oxide balloons, you can surely get high on a helium balloon just by holding on to it.
I was doing a gig at Festival, I think it was, and you could hear when people are taking nitrous, like you can hear it because there's an audible because they do it into a balloon and into their mouth to give themselves a giggle, and people were doing it at my gig. Actually, kind of it's a cruel heckle, isn't it? It's like, OK, I'm going to need something to get me through this.
Is it not people that, Ed, that you deliver one of your trademark jokes and the crowd will go... Was that not the same?
I only found out those little canisters that they suck it from are called whippets. The little canisters of nitrous oxide.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, they're called whippets. Somebody said to me, the kids are sucking whippets in the park. And I was like, oh, my God, do I need to call the RSPCA?
By the way, how do scientists now think the universe will end?
Oh, spoiler alert.
It's a thing called the Big Rip.
Yes.
The universe is sort of is accelerating so fast and getting faster and faster and faster that eventually it will just rip itself apart.
Yeah.
Is that right? And that'll be the end.
They say this, how do scientists now think? What other nonsense have scientists just made up about what might happen 20 billion years from now when no one's around to say, oh, you got that one wrong? It's just nonsense that his mate Brian natters on about to keep himself siphoning BBC funds into his big fat bank account. I'll tell you what, it's all hot shit.
Now we come to our final quickfire round called Scenes We'd Like to See. This is for everyone, so if you can all make your way over to the performance area, please. I caught ideas for scenarios we'd love to see, and the performers come in with their suggestions. Right, here we go. The first subject is things you wouldn't hear from a weather forecaster.
The Met Office have issued a weather warning. They've told the weather not to do that again, or there'll be trouble.
Temperatures could rise to 31 degrees. Shit, I've left my baby in the car!
A hurricane tonight will be caused by low pressure and God's hatred of homosexuality.
A huge depression over Scotland, and now the weather.
And finally, a warning to hay fever sufferers. Don't come sneezing near me or I'll rip your face off. So, here's the summary. Monday shite, Tuesday shite, Wednesday shite, Thursday bollocks.
The humidity's rising. The barometer's going low. Tonight, for the first time, just about 10:30, it's going to start raining men.
The outlook's bright for the weekend. I've got 3 grams of coke in my pocket and my wife's on holiday.
Well, let's go to Carol on the roof of Television Centre. She's not meant to be there. She's just a bit depressed.
This part of the country is going to stay hot and wet for quite some time because that's where my girlfriend lives. Oh, yeah.
So, it's going to be between 17 and 21, but Berlusconi won't date older than that.
It was raining cats and dogs last night. I should know. I was throwing them off my roof.
What are you watching me for? Look out the fucking window.
It's going to be cloudier tonight. I love those German birds.
What do you care what the weather's going to be like? You look shit in all your clothes.
The next topic is deleted lines from Star Trek.
Kirk to Enterprise. OK, how about if I stand over here?
Scotty, that's the most convincing your accent has ever been.
Captain, I can see an alien ship approaching. It's not showing up on the radar. It's a circular vessel, some sort of lettering and number... Oh, no, sorry, it's my tax disc.
I have no emotion. My mother was a Vulcan. My father was Gordon Brown.
All right, which one of you ate my Scotch egg?
This is the Federation of Gay Planets. Open your docking bay and prepare to be boarded.
Tell you what, Spot, your towel is a lot softer than mine.
Captain's log. Just seen some aliens. OMG. WTF. LOL. Smiley face.
Who are these terrifying aliens? You can't call them that anymore, Captain. It's Uhuru and Sulu.
Welcome to the SS Enterprise, Mr. Eccleston.
Now, which one of you put your red top in the washing with all the yellow ones?
There's going to be some changes around here. They call me Captain Tatty Bojangles.
What's wrong, Captain Picard? What's wrong? I'm a serious Shakespearean actor, and I'm talking to the ambassador of the fucking worm people!
At the end of that round, the points go to Russell, Frank and Andy. Bad thing to say at the opening of the new Wembley Stadium.
Is it just me, or does it all feel a bit wobbly?
Due to a double booking, England's first match is against Simply Red.
Ladies and gentlemen, James Blunt.
Welcome to the 2008 Cup Final. So if you could all make your way to the coaches, we're on our way to Cardiff.
And all for the same price as building a rope ladder between the Earth and Jupiter.
Can Mr. Bin Laden report to lost property, please? Mr. Bin Laden.
And who knows, maybe here, one day, with the right linesman, England can cheat their way to another World Cup.
And maybe one day, with the right bunch of hooligans from Scotland, these goalposts can get trashed all over again.
Cost £100 million to demolish Wembley. If you'd had your last game against Scotland, we'd have done it for nothing.
We're going to leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to leave it at that. The winners of that round are Russell, Ed and Andy. And the topic is relationships. Who wants to come in with that? Russell.
Britain, I have sexual advice for you. That's right. When I was 18, I used food in the bedroom. Now, don't ever do it. It didn't go well, right? I used Rolo yogurt. And rather than tell... Yeah, exactly, right? Rather than tell my then-girlfriend what I had planned, I pretty much waited for her like some hideous yogurt goblin, right? Now, I doubt there's anything more terrifying than coming home to find me naked, holding yogurt, going, yeah, right? And I panicked, and rather than putting a little bit on, I pretty much basted her, right? By the time I'd finished, she looked a bit like Morph. You're sat there. I created an angry meal. You don't know where to start licking. You don't want to lick randomly, then she looks like she's got an illness. So, I did foot up to knee. That took me an hour. And hours I was just... She looked like an angry gingerbread lady who'd had her leg dipped in Tippex, right? It didn't end there. I was like, I can't help you. The door opened, one of my dogs ran in and started licking the other leg. Never use food in the bedroom.
Thank you very much, Russell Howard. So that leaves us with Stuart. Let's have a look at the last topic then. And the topic is family. Stuart.
Before I rock the microphone, I want to I want to dedicate my performance to my father, who was a roofer. So, Dad, if you're up there. I'll tell you about my family. I'm the youngest of three. My parents are both older, and I have mixed-race parents. My father prefers the 100 meters, and my mother's Pakistani. I was raised by my father. My mother left before I was born, and you know... I like being raised by my father. He's schizophrenic, but he's good people. I remember one summer I was 5 and he was Mussolini. Went to the park that day. I love parks. Standing in the park today wondering, why does a Frisbee appear larger the closer it gets? And then it hit me. My uncle's a hypnotist who has never inappropriately touched me. I have to leave now. I'm a member of Overactors Anonymous, and we have an Overactors Anonymous meeting that starts in...
Unlikely things to hear on a motoring programme.
Listen to that deep, throaty roar of the man I've just run over.
George Michael says he's never driven a car that's handled so well on the pavement.
Now, I would describe this car as being very nippy, but apparently I'm not allowed to say that. I have to say it's made in Japan.
I'm about to shag a bloke. Welcome to Ride My Pimp.
Women everywhere have come together to announce their favourite car. It's the red one.
This car has a fail-safe anti-theft device. It's a Vauxhall Corsa.
First, second, third, fourth, yes, all my wives have divorced me because I'm such a twat about cars.
It's just a car, innit? It gives a shit.
Thank you. This car is actually owned by Jeremy Clarkson, which is why I'm running my key along it now.
My first impression is that the dashboard layout is actually quite unorthodox and very minimalist. There doesn't seem to be a steering... actually, I'm sitting in the back.
It still has that new hitchhiker smell.
I don't know about you, but I think it'd be quite nice to walk today.
These sounds have been surprisingly low for the new Renault Bel End.
This car has been modified for the American market. It's got 6 cup holders, a sandwich stand and a small rotisserie attached to the dashboard.
This week on Top Gear, we're going to be talking about some penises. Cars! We're talking about cars! Cars!
This car's personalised management system remembers who you are and how you drive. This morning, it locked me out and told me to fuck off.
Well done. At the end of that, the point to the end. Catherine and Andy.
Unlikely things to hear on a travel programme.
Look at these wide, sandy beaches. Fantastic. And we're almost certain the Ebola has now gone.
And the most wonderful thing about a trip to China is you get the opportunity to meet the child that made your trousers.
Yeah, I said it.
Southend is a lot like Las Vegas. It's the only other place in the world where you can play for sex with chips.
This is Taiwan. I've given him a number because I can't pronounce his name properly.
I'm Danny Dyer, and welcome to Italy's quaintest vineyards.
Now, if you are travelling to America, remember to pack some anti-sickness tablets, because this is where Piers Morgan lives.
Running, cycling, rock climbing, you'll do anything to get out of this shithole.
The accommodation, the weather, the food, all of these wonderful things help you to forget how smelly the locals are.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
Today we got a flavour of Thailand with just a little bit of Iraq. I'm in a branch of Thai-Rack.
This week, I'm in Kyrgyzstan, answering your questions, like, how do you spell it and where the fuck is it?
So, here we are in Lewisham. Now, it is a very impoverished area, but there's a lot to see and do if what you like seeing and doing is crime.
This truly is the best way to see Portsmouth, while looking at a picture of it when you're in Paris.
I'm almost certain my producer has got this wrong. I'm on a train to Leighton with a load of football fans. This is the Orient Express.
Something about travel.
Yeah, I said it.
This is Keflavik, one of Iceland's oldest geezers. You all right, mate?
When you arrive, why not try island hopping, or as it's also known as river dance?
When you travel, it's important to immerse yourself in the culture. So here I am in Malia, being fingered outside the Lammen flag.
Very good.
Things you wouldn't hear at a party conference.
Muscle tov!
Why are we having this conference in Blackpool? 2 words: cheap cocaine.
Jeremy Hunt is having a heart attack. Is there a doctor in the house? Why are you laughing?
So we'll be having one speech from a Remainer, a speech from a Brexiteer, another speech from a Remainer, another speech from a Brexiteer, and then Boris Johnson will drop his trousers. So that's in, out, shake it all about.
What this conference has taught me is this party needs more women, because the hotel bar last night was an absolute sausage fest.
Welcome, delegates, to this year's Liberal Democrat Conference. Conference.
So to those who say we have alienated too many groups in society to get elected, let me say this. Fuck off.
I know some of you have been challenging my leadership, and to you I say, bring it on, you ball bags.
Some have said that the Labour Party has lost contact with its working-class roots. But I say to these people the same thing I said to my driver this morning. Do not address me directly.
So, now we've sorted out Brexit.
They told us Brexit was undeliverable. They told us Brexit was unworkable. But where are they now? They are outside with banners saying, I told you so.
Right, it's the Green Party conference, and now it's time to break for lunch. Who ordered the veal?
I'm afraid Rhys Mogg can't be with us today. Someone hung garlic at the threshold and he can't pass through.
So everything is still on the table. Why has no one cleared the table?
It's incredible to think that some people think of us as a cult. Anyway, could you all just line up while Jeremy Corbyn chooses his wives?
Of course the Tories are like regular people. You should have seen us in the bar last night. Giles's wet nurse downed a whole bottle of port.
We have had soft Brexit. We have had hard Brexit, but now we have a more digestible alternative. Ready Brexit.
First topic is transport. Russell's straight in.
Hello. I had a car crash the other day. It was horrific. I hit this lady. She was in a car. She wasn't dressed as a bollard. It was so bad because I hit her, and then I sort of walked out to say sorry. And how unlucky is this? She was staring at me with real fear. For some reason that morning, I decided to wear a Grand Theft Auto T-shirt. Now, there's no way you can make that worse unless you've got a beer in one hand going, not again. I've really got to buy a steering wheel.
OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is the Olympics. Who wants to come in on that? Andy Parsons.
Yeah. How crap is that logo? That's all I've got on that one. £400,000 that cost us. You could just have got some small kid to puke up some Sunny Delight on a jigsaw puzzle, and you'd have got that for free. The logo I want to see is a council taxpayer being shafted by a massive Olympic dick which has been pierced by the 5 Olympic rings.
Andy Parsons. Subject is the West Country. Who? Russell.
How can you not love the West Country? I've genuinely seen graffiti in Bristol during the last Tory campaign. Do you remember, are you thinking what we're thinking? Somebody had written underneath it, is it, do I like what's-its? It's phenomenal. Just wonderful, isn't it? I used to live there. I've moved away from Bristol because I was near a dogging site, which is just a bit odd, right? And, all right, I wasn't into it. I was just near a dogging site, right? And I was talking to my friend. I was like, Jane, why do they do dogging near the house, right? And she looked and went, apparently you got really great views of the Clifton Suspension Bridge. And you're like, well, you've got faith in humanity, haven't you? Just the idea that I tell you what, it's only when you're doing the nasty in a Cortina that you can truly appreciate the work of Isambard King of Brunei. That, my friend, is craftsmanship. Shall we? Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Arthur. OK, we're left with Michael and Andy. Let's spin the wheel again. The next subject is North-South divide. There goes Michael.
Right, yes. Now, I am from the south. Have you noticed? I have been north up the M1, and I don't know what happens to the word "the." It seems to disappear at about junction 25 on the M1, and the word "the" just goes, that's it from me, I'm getting off. You go on ahead. Are you coming with? No, I'm not interested up there. And then you get there, and they don't have... They say, oh, fridge, oh, you're going up to... What are you doing? My first experience of this was when I went to the cinema in Leeds. I saw The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I had more fun asking the woman what it is I'd booked to see than watching the entire movie itself. So what is it I'm seeing here today? Took one, took witch and took wardrobe. What are you talking about? Are you hearing this? Are you taking toothpaste? Yes, of course. I thought it might be a nice idea maybe to go to HMV and get a DVD of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, maybe The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and perhaps an album by The, and just line them up on the counter. What is it I've decided to purchase here? Took one, took witch and took wardrobe. Took good, took button, took ugly. And took. Thank you.
Well done, Michael. Which neatly brings us to the Democratic Unionist Party, who are the new power brokers. Let me just reassure you that you may be enjoying my work or Graham Norton's work or Terry Wogan's work. The DUP are not in the whimsical end of Irish. They're not in the gentle comedy of the slightly wry look at life. They're in the chaining up swings on a Sunday so children can't play school of Irish politics.
Why didn't you never tell us about them?
Because, frankly...
It's been 12 years or whatever this show's been going for, and you're just going, you know, all the stuff you normally say, that they won't let me fight the robots and robot wars or whatever.
Just give me one round where I can fight the robots with a weapon of my choice. And we'll see who's the winner there. Who's a Lord now, Mr. Killalot. Why have I not told you about the pleasures of the DUP? Because you ain't ready for the DUP. Wait till you meet the people who don't believe in dinosaurs. That is...
They are so homophobic, it's amazing. One of their councillors blamed us gays for natural disasters. And do you know what? I quite like those mad bastards for that sort of thing, because there are days when I feel I haven't achieved enough in my life. And I just feel they protest too much because they love a parade, and we love a parade.
One of them was on the council, and somebody applied to put an Oktoberfest, to hold an Oktoberfest, and he said that's fine, but then tried to ban beer. They're not the party.
Oktoberfest without beer is just sausage and lederhosen, and no one wants that.
There's sort of constantly been an obsession with sort of what Labour might do, and even after the election there's been an obsession with Labour ministers having to U-turn because they supported Jeremy Corbyn. But surely the, DUP thing is the biggest U-turn of all, to go with the other U-turns on social care and the fact that Theresa May campaigned for Remain and is now pushing for a Brexit so aggressive Pret a Manger is going to have to change its name to Lunch in it.
What do you want for Christmas this year?
I don't know. I don't want anything for Christmas.
Hand drop off an elf.
Guess what the number one gift party for kids this year?
Nerf guns.
The Nerf gun is 64 quid. You could go to America and buy a gun for less than that.
Actually, it's like it's a ludicrously scary thing, the Nerf gun. This is the current...
Point that there. Hey, point that over somewhere else.
I promise I'll do really, really careful. I wouldn't dream of doing that to you. Of all the people here, you were the last person that I would fire the boom. Hang on. Oh yeah, there's three things you can do, right? You can do this big one here.
Whoa.
Right.
Listen, Nerf is how I did this to my eyes. So I'm just saying. I'm just warning you.
Okay, cool. I'll get him instead. Right, okay, Grant. Are we okay to sacrifice you for this? And then you can do these.
I guess so.
You can catch one in your
certain
teeth,
there's an instruction manual that says do not aim at people's faces.
Yeah.
Please remember that I am a special man with special powers and do not try this at home.
How far will it get? How far do you think it'll get?
I don't know, but if he hits any of you, sue the shit out of you. All the money they're saving on Bake Off now can go to you.
Can you get to the back? I mean, because this is... I feel it can be unnecessarily powerful, this thing.
Yeah.
Right, OK, so let's decide
Yes,
the back.
I certainly feel that.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Oh, nah. Good catch. Well done. Respect. That is, I'm estimating 7 gardens away.
So you asked, what do you want for Christmas? So you could then shoot us.
Why would you want to be given clothes as a Christmas present in Iceland?
Because it's really
cold.
cold.
It's cold.
It's freezing there.
It's a land of ice, Dara!
Is it because you can take them back and get the money back in exchange for the clothes?
No, it's not that perfectly practical good reason to get clothes.
Because clothes is just a good present wherever you are.
Oh, God, yes, I know. OK, the question...
Because people don't have clothes. Are you getting exasperated at us, trying to think of humorous answers to ridiculous questions that you're posing? Should we just try our hardest to come up with the correct answer? Would that slightly miss the point of a comedy quiz?
No.
Is it because normally they sell frozen food?
The reason you should be given clothes as a Christmas present is to stop you getting eaten by the Yule cat. Yule Kuterin.
Tell you what, I wonder why you didn't get the QI presented. There's got to be one show you don't present, hasn't
There has to be, yeah. Potentially, yeah. What might you expect to eat at Christmas in Japan?
Food.
Yes.
Sushi.
No.
Sashimi.
No. Don't just name all Japanese things you can think of.
Wagamamas.
No. A bucket of...
Eels.
No.
Turkey.
That's not a clue.
It's a really good clue. A bucket
Fried chicken.
Of fried chicken.
Is it fried chicken?
It's fried chicken, Nish. Not just any fried chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. Since 1974, KFC has marketed itself in Japan as a Christmas food.
Oh, very clever.
With the advertising phrase, Kentucky for Christmas. That's... Look.
I beg your pardon. Say that again.
Kentucky for Christmas. Now we play a round called Mock the 9 o'clock news. This game involves Zoe, Stuart, Andy and Russell. So if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This is where we test our performers' stand-up skills. We spin our news generator, it settles on a topic, and then you can volunteer jokes about the chosen subject. The winners are the people I judge to produce the funniest stuff. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is finance. Can I have a volunteer to talk about that? Andy.
British Airways, their answer to the credit crunch. They've asked their employees, can you come into work for nothing for a month or take a month off unpaid? There's a tricky choice, isn't there? And who is going to want to fly British Airways? The last thing you want to hear when you get on the plane, this is your captain speaking. I'm not being paid today. Good luck. I am looking forward to seeing the credit crunch version of Monopoly. You know, instead of getting £1,500 from the bank, you have to lend the bank £1,500, and then everybody keeps on going round the board with nobody buying any property whatsoever, because they always think it's going to be cheaper next time they go around.
Well done, Andy. OK, let's spin the wheel again. The subject is Sarah Palin. Who wants to talk about that?
Ah, Sarah Palin. She was apparently an ex-beauty queen of a town in Alaska called Wasilla. And the press were very keen on this. They kept saying, you know, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin, the ex-beauty queen, the beauty queen, Sarah Palin. Let me tell you something, people. Wasilla is a very, very small town. Population 8, possibly 9,000 people at the best of times. To call it a one-horse town is to over-exaggerate the number of horses in that town by one. They timeshare a horse with another shithole down the road. Now, my brother used to live in Anchorage, Alaska, and I have been to Wasilla, and in the 5 minutes it took us to drive across Wasilla, I was voted beauty queen of Wasilla. It was no big deal, honestly. An otter and a caribou came second and third, respect.
Thank you very much, Joey. That leaves us with Stuart and Russell. Let's spin the wheel again. The next topic is men's health. Who wants to come in on that? Russell.
I went to the doctors recently with anal issues. I thought I had cancer, not I can't put my CDs in order. But it's a terrifying moment, right? So scary, because in your head, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And I went there and I took down my trousers. Obviously, we had a chat first, and it just... I'm not very well. You can see that, mate. This is a chip shop. You've never done it slower in your life. I was just peeling them down. I got them down to about there. Just heard his booming voice go, in the other room. You have a decision to make there. Do you pull them up or do you waddle with pride, right? You waddle, that's what you do. When you waddle, you can't help but giggle. The last thing you need is to be giggling is before a man's going to pop his finger in your Richard, because now you're a wiggling target, right? I'll be honest, when the finger goes in, you're not laughing anymore! You're like a red arrow! And that's the moment they chat. How you doing? Fine. When you draw the curtains, we've gathered quite a crowd. Look at that, it's Atrium Steps and he's getting violated. I'm Russell!
OK, Stuart, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is school.
You are looking at a very proud Canadian who's very proud of the education system in Canada. No, I was horrible in school. I failed math so many times I can't even count. I preferred French over chemistry because the chemistry teacher and I just didn't have any, rapport. One teacher said I'd be a better student if I spent less time flirting. I immediately jumped off his lap. One teacher used to always say I wasn't very observant, but you know what? That was his or her opinion. I was going to join the debating team, but someone talked me out of it. In high school, I was voted most likely to reminisce.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Zoe and Stuart. This, you may not have seen one. It was a story in Ireland in the Evening Herald in Dublin last week. And it's quite a moving story. It's about Alzheimer's disease.
Oh.
It was, yeah. And the story basically was being a big head may be good for you. Scientists found that large-headed individuals with Alzheimer's have better memory and thinking skills than sufferers with small heads. All of which is quite interesting. You see, the next paragraph I found difficult to take. People with larger than average heads, like comedians, appear to be better protected if they develop Alzheimer's disease, as studies suggest. Now, that would be all right if it wasn't for that. Like, the article actually came with a giant photograph of me next to the article, under the word big head, that protects me against Alzheimer's. Written underneath that was extra large, : report is good news for Dara O'Brien. No, it's not. It's not good news, because I suddenly realised I've got a big head, apparently.
What do you mean you've suddenly realised?
Dara, protect us from the Alzheimer's.
Back in Canada, I did some modelling. It was for medical, it was for penile dysfunction. It was a before and after picture.
This is true. I didn't model. I don't model for big heads. I don't regard myself as having a large head. I don't have difficulty buying hats. I don't have difficulty getting into jumpers. My head doesn't cause me no...
When did those three guys get here?
To be fair, a big head doesn't normally cause the owner a problem. It causes the owner's mother a problem. How does
And you do look... Have you ever seen Dara?
It's smaller than my hips, for God's sake.
Your head is smaller than your hips. What kind of shape are you? You're a peanut.
Shakira. Of course my head is smaller than my hips.
Dara, but it's...
Is your head not smaller than your hips?
No! Dara, look at me.
Oh, you're weird.
Yeah. Look at me. I'm going to take you to a hall of mirrors and show you how you should look. It's the kid from Mars. See, look at that. It's fine.
Your head is absolutely enormous. In fact, on a normal-sized head, that would be a full head of hair.
But the good thing is...
Are you not staying in my house tonight?
When Dara opens an umbrella, it's like one of them little cocktail ones.
To put in context how big it is, Dara, it has its own gravitational field. It's pulled in an entire planet behind it. This desk was straight when we started.
I was expecting sympathy. That's why I introduced it.
What I did was I said something about... I revealed a weakness in front of 6 comedians, and I thought, there's a group that'll help me through this.
I think of you all as friends. I don't think of you as comedians. Can we move on to the actual meeting itself, the Conservative Party conference? How has that gone? How have the Conservatives, in the light of all these scandals, won back the hearts and minds of the British public?
Cameron wants to bring back the idea that you'll have your own doctor again. They want to extend GP hours and also have you don't just see the annual GP, you'll have your own GP, which I like the idea of, because my surgery, you don't know which one you're going to see. And sometimes when you arrive, we've got one of those electronic arrive for your appointment things, rather than talk to a receptionist. They feel it's a more efficient way of spreading disease if you all have to touch a screen. and sometimes it'll say you're going to see this doctor or that doctor, but sometimes it doesn't know. And one time I've gone in and it's actually gone, you are seeing Dr. Unknown. My old nemesis. We meet again, Dr. Unknown.
People are worried about kind of immigration and employment. People are defecting to UKIP. And so to counter that, they come up with this amazing policy, which is that if a parent or something dies and he leaves a pension, they're going to reduce the tax that you have to pay after death. You kind of think, what, is that exciting in any sense?
Yes.
No.
To rich people, that is enormously exciting.
I don't understand it. What about zombies?
OK. Zombies is a legal grey area.
Do they have to pay it, or do they get a rebate?
They don't get a rebate, but they only have to pay a lower rate of tax on when they draw down the lump sum that they had previously invested but not taken. Presuming they became a zombie after 75. Before 75, of course, they get the same series of monthly payments that I had leading up to the breakup. The subject is family. Who wants to come out of that? Russell.
So, it wasn't easy growing up trying to be a little liberal kid in the most right-wing family in the whole of my town. My dad was the most right-wing person I knew, but always quick to point out, I'm not racist, but. That was the danger word. I'm not racist, but. Or the latest remix, which is even more innocuous and dangerous. All I want to do is have a sensible discussion about immigration. Yeah? Isn't it? All right, no one with that face wants a sensible discussion about anything. I just want to have a sensible little chat in the back of that transit van over there, yeah? Me and my brothers, the rest of your family, Mr. Woolham whatever your bloody name is, mate, yeah? Get in the van, right? My dad even managed to be prejudiced about my first car decision. How do you even achieve that? By British or German. Do not bring Crappanese onto my driveway, boy. Not only that, but I chose a hybrid car. Part electric, part petrol, papa, right? Another question mark hanging over my sexuality. It's the noise of it when it drove off. Thanks for Sunday lunch. Bye, Daddy. Thank you.
Well done. Good man. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is jobs.
I used to work at a Christian rock festival selling toasties. The best day was when I sold this Jewish bloke some yellow ham. My dad was a dustman. I didn't like him coming to collect us from school, though. Not because I was ashamed he was a dustman, it's just you never knew which day he was going to come. The rest of my family were police marksmen. Apart from my grandfather, he was a bank robber. He died quite recently, surrounded by his family. My uncle, he's a police frogman. No, sorry, he's a French policeman. I used to work in a supermarket. It was my job to hand out samples of things for people to taste. But I was asked to leave after the little cups of bleach incident. After that, I worked in a pathology lab, but I was asked to leave after one of my reports said cause of death, autopsy.
It is about ID cards.
Is it Blair wins card backing?
It actually is Blair wins card battle, which refers to the vote this week in the House of Commons on the proposed identity card bill, which was passed by just 31 votes. You in favour of this?
No, I'm totally in favour of ID cards. Often I wake up in the morning and I think, what is my identity? All I have to tell me are all the cards in my wallet and what my face looks like in the mirror. And I've realised that what I really need is to have my identity put on a giant computer like I'm some sort of sex case.
Are you not already on a number of computers as if you were some sort of sex case?
You just claimed you're on a sex offender's computer.
I don't mind. To be honest, you know, it's so hard to get in the edit of this thing anyway. You might as well just pretend to be a paedophile. You get more screen time. Anyone knows I'm not a paedophile because I don't have a beard.
What worries me about it, and it doesn't worry me at all particularly, apart from the biometric testing of the fingerprints and the irises of your eyes, because I don't like the idea of some hairy great border guard staring into my eyes on the basis that some of them might quite enjoy it.
A friend of mine actually went to Bulgaria a long time ago, but they looked at his passport, and on his passport photo, he'd actually had a beard, which he'd shaved off before he went on holiday. And so this guard sort of looked a bit confused, and he explained he used to have a beard. This guard actually went and got a bit of fur and gaffer taped it to his face, looked at him, and then they shot him.
If the bill becomes law, every adult in the UK will need to be issued with an ID card, except for the Queen, who's already got one. It's called a fiver.
To be fair, she doesn't look anything like that, though, does she?
You mean they'll stop her at customs and go,
yeah, they'll
no,
get you down,
no, and they'll gaffer tape a beard onto her face. As part of the plan to keep track of suspected terrorists, such as Abu Hamza, the ID cards will feature eye scans and fingerprints. You can't help thinking there's a bit of a flaw there. The winner of that round was Rory's team. Things a weather forecaster would never say.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your $1,000.
And these are the worst floods since records began, which was last year when all the records were destroyed in that flood.
This is a map. I'm not a giant. Yeah.
It's going to be a bit blowy today. It's my birthday and my wife promised me one.
Later on, it's going to be raining cats and dogs because a bomb's gone off in Battersea.
Well, it was cloudy earlier. I think I may have a urine infection.
It's well hot, isn't it?
Well, it was a frosty start for some of us this morning, because I came in pissed again and accidentally got in bed with my mother-in-law.
Well, you'll be glad to know that scientists have finally explained why we've been enduring this rather long spell of disappointing weather. Apparently, we live in Britain.
And over the next 3 days, we will see some spells of rain. The entrails never lie.
Things should be getting a lot cooler. I've just made friends with a black man.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to get wet later on. I'm following you, and I've got a bucket.
I'm sure the ladies are going to be wearing skimpy bikinis tomorrow. It could reach 90 degrees, which is not bad for a man my age.
It is going to be a scorcher, so guys, you might as well just staple your balls to the inside of your thigh, because those bad boys are going nowhere.
Thank you very much, Dave. Yeah. Pretty easy reporting on things that have already happened. Now, predicting the future.
And now the shipping forecast. Dogger, car park, my penis rising slowly.
OK, at the end of that round, the points go to Chris, Hugh and Rob. Things a new pope shouldn't say in his first public speech.
YMCA.
There you go.
I've dreamed of this moment ever since I was a little girl.
What a f***ing view. I'd like to thank my wife.
I only wish that Hitler could have been alive to see this moment. I'm a celibate. Get me out of here.
Very good. Well done. OK, next topic. Oh, you're more the Pope. Sorry, OK, Gran. OK, still on the Pope.
I can't think of a finer way to spend the last 6 months of my life.
The next topic is words you'd never hear from a newsreader.
Welcome to Channel 5 News, thickos.
Oi, do you want to buy some speakers?
Too revolting to describe. But let's have a go anyway. Basically...
The two youths convicted this morning got what they deserved.
OK, they may have acquitted him, but he certainly looked like a paedophile.
You've been watching Sky News. To be honest, I'd double-check everything you've just heard.
Sir Gary Glitter received his honour at the Palace this morning.
Welcome to ITV News on Ice.
Must be unlikely.
The next report may contain images that could give you the horn.
In this next report, Jerry Adams is voiced by an actor, Samuel L. Jackson. I'll tell you about the priest process, mother.
OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely things to hear on daytime TV.
Well, these four date from the early part of last century. Some wear and tear, a little bit of tarnishing there. But please welcome today's loose women!
Welcome to Channel 4 Daytime. Or as you said to your boss this morning, working from home.
Well, coming up next, two programmes you don't want to get confused. Escape to the Countryside and Bargain... Hang on.
The next programme is Pointless. It's the Jeremy Kyle Show.
Coming up, Teletubbies Uncut. Yes, you're going to get to see Tinky Winky's Winky and Dipsy's La La.
Next, Judge Judy. I have. She's shit.
Hello and welcome to Let's Decorate the Shit Out of This House. This week we're decorating the shit out of a 3-bed semi in Orpington. So let's do it! Let's decorate the shit out of this house!
Next up, another property programme, which is pretty offensive when we consider you're all unemployed.
Hello, welcome to This Morning. I'm Philip, a man on television, so I can go grey and look older. This is Holly, one wrinkle and she's finished.
So David wanted to retire by the sea, so we advised him to buy in Norwich, because by the time he's retired, the sea will have come to him.
Next on Flog It, the team meet their greatest challenge yet. A dead horse.
And now a trip round Dara O'Brien's head in hair hunters.
Next up, the Austrian version of Cash in the Attic. It's Family in the Basement.
Hello, and welcome to Let's Cook the Shit Out of Some Dinner!
And now on BBC One, let's make an appointment with doctors. If we phone now, we may be able to see them next Thursday.
Welcome to A Place in the Sun, the show that's for people who aren't sure if they want to live in Britain or move abroad. First up, Abu Qatada.
Next up on ITV3, it's a cutting-edge American drama. I'm only joking, it's Taggart again.
Hello, and welcome to I'm gonna sell these antiques if it fucking kills me!
They were holding it in Northern Ireland, weren't they? And I suppose one of the advantages of holding it in Northern Ireland is if they do have any anti-G8 protesters, people in Northern Ireland are just going to laugh at them, aren't they? You know, call that a protest. We'll show you a protest.
It's good for the protesters themselves, because I would imagine Northern Ireland is one of the best places to find a cheap second-hand balaclava.
I did a tour last year and I was talking about the riots in London, and there was a point where I would go, "Did you see the riots?" to the audience, you know, and Northern Ireland, in Derry, they went, "Riots? My hole." It was like a genuine civic pride in how much better their riots were than the riots. One bloke shouted, "That was a shopping trip." And the reason I brought up always is because there's one thing when it comes to riots, and this may have been like in their mind. There's one thing that they have in Northern Ireland that the rest of the UK don't have when it comes to riots. Do you know what it is?
A loyalty card?
No. Hello, John. Hello. Yeah, back again.
Looting you again.
Yeah.
A genuine grievance?
No, a piece of equipment. It's actually the UK's, but they're all stored in Northern Ireland.
It's water cannons.
It's water cannons.
They could make those friendlier by popping a Barocca in.
Hang on, if you put a Barocca into a water cannon...
Just get friendly foam. It'd be like a disco. Everyone would love it.
So it'll be orange. It might be a bit antagonistic.
Yeah. All of the UK's water cannons are stored in Northern Ireland. The funny thing is, if you ask that in Northern... Everyone in Northern Ireland knows that. If you ask, hey, why were there no water cannons at the London riots? Everyone in Northern Ireland knows what. But if you ask in, say, Northampton, why were there no water cannons at the London riots? The genuine first answer was hosepipe ban. As if they didn't use it in case middle-class people pretended to riot to get their... Oh, come on, I'm rioting! Yeah. I'm rioting near the begonias. I'm rioting here. The first subject is unlikely things to read in a Valentine's Day card.
I may be dyslexic, but that doesn't mean I don't value.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got something nasty, and now so do you.
You make me so hot, I can't stop thinking about you. Lots of love, Mum.
Happy Valentine's Day on this 24th of February. Love, Royal Mail.
You're the perfect person for me. Pissed and gagging for it.
Be my Valentine or die in a well.
I love your eyes, I love your nose, I love your smell. Why must you be a Labrador?
Do we have to go through this shit every year?
You make my pants hot. Yours, Omar Farouk Abdul Muttalib.
To my darling wife, Roses are red, violets are blue. Valentine's Day is consumerist bullshit. Now, haven't you got some ironing to do?
Roses are red. Poppies are red. The grass is all red. Shit, the garden's on fire!
I'm a bit of a man for the ladies. Doesn't matter how clearly the gents are signposted.
I love you so much. I love you like no other. But never again les up with my mother.
Life with me, baby, is like a roller coaster. It's got a weight restriction.
There are just 3 words I want to say. Dream on, bitch.
You know, the vote went against Cameron because Parliament were very worried that going to war is like a mobile phone contract. It's very easy to start, it's impossible to leave, and it's very expensive when you're abroad.
It's a bit rich, though, that Labour have come out so heavily against any kind of action, though, doesn't it? Labour are all like, oh, we shouldn't be, not without UN support and not if it's illegal. And memories are kind of short, aren't they?
Yes.
Don't you remember Iraq? It just seems a bit much, Labour taking this hard line with the Tories on this. It's a bit like Madonna phoning up Lady Gaga and going, for God's sake, put some clothes on.
Well, the thing is, you know, we've said, you know, the way to stop him killing innocent civilians is probably not sending in cruise missiles which are liable to kill innocent civilians. But we need to send him something to make him think twice about using chemical weapons again. Something surprising. I'm thinking atomic kitten. They've just
You know what?
Of the many criteria in which you judge that, I think surprise, it definitely rates very highly. Which lineup of Atomic Kitten are you planning to send in?
Well, if you send in Kerry Katona with a credit card, she will bankrupt the country.
Kerry Katona would bring more chemicals in, though, so...
According to Obama now, this is going to harm the special relationship, and John Kerry as well has said that the special relationship is now in jeopardy, which I think is good, because I think the special relationship has always been a bit creepy, especially when you consider the age difference between the UK and the US.
The special relationship fell apart about 10 years ago, didn't it, in Love Actually, when Hugh Grant was in charge?
Is this why you chose politics as a choice?
I always think, you know, if you're not sure on something, give it a go. It might be for you.
How has Obama reacted to this, then?
Oh, very badly.
He's done his homework.
Yes. This game involves Joe, Gary and Andy, so if you could make your way to the performance area, please. This round is a stand-up challenge. I launched the wheel of news, and wherever it chooses to stop, one of our performers must step forward and talk about that subject. The winner is whoever I think is the funniest. OK, here we go. The first subject is... sport. Who wants to give me that? Andy Parsons.
So, it was the Olympic parade last week. It's great doing it live. Obviously, I had to keep a certain amount of a low profile in the crowd because I was throwing a sickie from work at the time. But it was great. 21 buses driving through London at a steady 2 miles an hour. So very like a normal day in London, really. There was an embarrassing moment, though, when one of the conductors rang the bell on the bus and then got the shit kicked out of him by the blind football team. And I realised, actually, that I could get into any sport during the Olympics. The only sport I couldn't actually get into, dressage. Watching a horse walk and then reverse. They call it horse ballet. I don't think anybody would go and see ballet if it was just some bloke walking a bit quicker, slowing down a bit, stopping, bowing, and then pissing off. And secondly, not many people go to ballet anyway because it's shit.
Thank you very much, Danny Parsons. OK, let's see what the next subject is. And it's the internet. Who wants to come up? Joe.
The internet. You know when you buy things on Amazon and they have recommendations? You know, like the person who purchased this also purchased this. I was thinking I would like to hack into Amazon and put up my own recommendations. So, like, the customer who purchased My Story by Danny Minogue also purchased A Length of Rope and a Wobbly Chair. Customers who bought the book Fabulous Photos of Puppies and Kittens also bought Why Men Leave. And customers who bought 50 Shades of Grey also bought A Great Big Cucumber. Internet crime is apparently on the rise because of the recession, because we're all short of money. Like, in my family, like, my granddad has to go into a home, and these places are very expensive. But we found somewhere, and it's really nice, because he's got his own sort of kitchenette, he's got his own shower stall, there's an outside space with plants and shrubs and stuff. Best thing is, it's completely free. We've left him in home base.
OK, that leaves us with Gary. Let's see what topic you've been left with. Spin the wheel. And the topic is family.
Family. Old lady names are very much back in fashion at the minute, like Lily or Elsie or Rose, and we wanted something like that for our daughter, but we couldn't decide, so in the end we just called her Nan. I told her she'll grow into it. I remember one time my uncle asked me to spell Schadenfreude and I couldn't, but he's dead now and I'm not, so I win. My cousin always introduces himself as Stephen with a PH, and that's because he's slightly acidic. My married friends would always tell me there's someone out there for everyone, and I'd think, wow, she must be a right slag. Knock, knock, who's there? Grandad, shit, stop the funeral. Grandad asked me how to print on his new computer. I said, just Control-P. He said, I haven't been able to do that for years. My confirmed bachelor uncle always describes himself as asexual, but I'd also add B, gay. As a child, I was always told that if I touched myself down there, God was watching, but it turned out it was just Uncle Peter. Thank you.
Well done. Point to I'm going to go to the lady. Come on back. Now we come to scenes we'd like to see. So if everyone can make their way over to the performance area, I'll read out this week's topics, then we'll see what our panelists can come up with. OK, here we go. The first subject is unlikely small ads.
Hello, my name's Ads.
For sale, 1 tent. Please contact the BBC.
Genuine single man looking for a relationship. Call this number. If my wife answers, hang up.
Free to good home. Fucking printer.
Phone to hear my talk about how I became obese. 888-8888.
Rubbish collection services. Yep,
We are genuinely shit at it.
I saw you on the tube. You were wearing the pink sweater with your hair pulled back. I had my cock and balls out.
Do you want a hard-working plumber for a reasonable rate? Then you shouldn't have voted for Brexit.
Learn English on Own Our Home. Good examplings, quick books, disbelievable price. You buy?
Applications are now open for the Donald Trump School of Talking to Women because those bitches are not going to interrupt themselves.
Wanted, the internet, as I seem to be the only person in the whole bloody world still using the small ads.
Have you lost a ginger cat? Check the top of Donald Trump's head.
Phone to hear my talk about my reaction to eating a South African bishop. 000-00-822.
Respectable middle-aged lady would like to meet gentlemen for cosy nights in, country walks, theatre visits, and occasional eye-popping anal.
OK. The next topic is things you wouldn't hear on a TV cookery show.
Hi, I'm Nigella Lawson, and before I bake any cake, I like to chop my flour into lines.
You can see that's rising nicely. It does that every time I think about how much money Channel 4 are going to pay me.
Hello and welcome to Can't Cook, Won't Cook. Today we won't be making anything. Goodbye.
Coming up next on Saturday Kitchen, whatever we want, because we know you're too hungover to change the channel.
This is a hot pot.
This is a fucking hot pot!
So, if you want to bone a chicken, what you need to do, take it on a couple of dates, and then invite it back, put on some romantic music, and let nature take its course.
There is a bit of a problem on this week's food and drink. I've finished all of it.
This is a Thai chicken curry, or as I like to call it, hot Asian cock.
OK, Sam, let's see what you've brought in your bag of ingredients. It is a pint of wine and a large Malteser.
Right, welcome to Southern Cooking for Northerners. First up, quinoa. What is it and why it can fuck off?
Well, if you're going to pop it in, don't forget to cover it first. I didn't, and that's why I'm making paternity payments.
Hello, I'm Greg Wallace, and this series of MasterChef, we won't be using plates. We'll just be eating off my shiny, shiny head.
Hello, it's Nigella Lawson here again. I'm just going to say the word spatchcock for no reason. Spatchcock.
Anyone can make this. You can't, Beatrice. Sorry, you can't beat rice.
Let's just all go home. Yeah, let's just go home.
Welcome to Great Indian Bake Off. I'm Paul Bollywood.
Hello, I'm Jamie Oliver. Welcome to my new show, Stick a Bit of Fucking Sugar in It.
OK. At the end of that round, the points go to Nish, Zoe and Josh. News of the King of Pop, the news of the King... You have heard this, I presume, somewhere. This is the news of the King of Pop, Michael Jackson, is dead. The 50-year-old star died suddenly following a cardiac arrest and was just weeks away from his This Is It tour in London. His death has left millions of fans in mourning. One devastated fan said, "I was at Disneyland when I heard he died. I didn't want to believe it. It was only when Mickey Mouse confirmed it to me that I accepted it."
You know how in the future everyone will say, "Oh, do you remember where you were when Michael Jackson died?" Almost everybody will be able to answer, "I was texting a joke about Michael Jackson." Even the doctor that was announcing that he died had a look across his face like, "I've got one." He touched millions of fans. People are going to love this.
There was a bloke on the radio, I was listening on 5 Live or something, he said, brilliant, he said, "I'm really glad that he didn't do those 50 nights at the O2 because I think they would have killed him."
People reacted to his death very differently, didn't they? I mean, like Jermaine Jackson was on the news saying that he wished that he'd died instead. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And I reacted differently. I wished that he'd died as well.
There are, now that he's dead, 13 singles in the top 40. So the Spice Girls, they know what they've got to do, don't they?
When they found him, they said that he was face down on the floor next to the bed, and they didn't call an ambulance for 50 minutes because they just thought he was looking for the other glove.
It can't have been easy, though, for them to actually work out he was ill, can it? Because let's face it, he's been looking pale for 20 years.
Yeah, but come on, I genuinely think the symptoms of a massive cardiac arrest are more than... You're looking a bit pale there,
We seem to forget. We're forgetting, though, that the guy was a genius. Like, he wrote some of the best records of our generation. Thriller is still the best-selling album of all time.
I think you'll find Glenn Miller wrote some of the best records of my generation.
OK, of my generation. But, no, the guy was a genius. I mean, what black man can produce 3 white kids? It's amazing. Frankie's got a better chance of being their dad than Michael.
You're right, though, Jim. If that is the case, they're in real trouble. Yeah. A choice between Michael and Frankie.
Sorry, kids, a bit of a change of location for you. You're going to live with Uncle Frankie now.
What, after staying with Michael Jackson? It's all got to be up from there, hasn't it? Do you know the weirdest thing about Michael Jackson? I didn't even know this. He was a Jehovah's Witness. That's, like, the least weird thing about him. I bet when he went to the Jehovah's Witness meetings, they pretended not to be in. Michael, turn the telly down!
Although he did look like someone who wouldn't have a blood transfusion, didn't he?
I think people generally, because they loved his music so much, they were willing to forgive him what he got up to in his private life. So there's a lesson in there, isn't there? For Gary Glitter, write better songs.
But the memorial had a huge number of stars. You got Stevie Wonder, Mariah Carey, Lionel Richie. Oh, yeah, and the kid from Britain's Got Talent. I love it.
Hey, they gave Stevie Wonder a seat in the front row.
Wait, you got to wait 10 minutes for him to walk all the way from the back of the theatre. Next up, Stevie Wonder. Come on, Stevie, we haven't all day here, right? Stevie's like, "I'm within a minute!" Weaving his way, like, in the middle of the row. Sorry, excuse me, sorry, I'm on like...
You know that they said they'd had thousands of volunteers to be pallbearers at Michael Jackson's funeral? I bet they did. Where were they when Barry White died?
One of the best stories about this, I don't know if you read this, was that Bubbles has been banned from the funeral because he's too violent. That's a fantastic story, isn't it? But surely Michael Jackson's dad's going, who beat him up for 20 years, and yet a monkey who likes to throw his poo around a bit much. But they didn't even tell him because they didn't want to upset him. He's a monkey! As if he sat there going, "No, no,
you see,
banana, num, num, num." When did we start telling pets Somebody must have made the decision, like, Michael's dead, somebody better tell the Tigers. Do you reckon they'll do that with David Blunkett? If he pegs it, someone better tell his dog. He's gone, David. No!
I think the dog will sense the dead weight on the lead. Yeah. I think he should have left Bubbles to Diana Ross. Because it's great. He left the three kids to Diana Ross and she didn't know. That's a... They're going to turn up and she's going to go, what is it, trick or treat? No, we always wear these. Right?
He's left his kids to Diana Ross.
She doesn't know. It's like, we should all do it. Let's all put that in our... Like, it's be like Rick rolling.
It would be great, though, if we did leave everything to Diana Ross, if everyone in the world got together, just leaving anything, you know, like a bugle or a flute, just so that she'd be sat there going, this is ridiculous. I feel like I'm in the middle of a chain reaction.
Do you think? Do you think for parenting, if they're misbehaving, you should just go, stop, in the name of love?
When I was actually, seriously, when I was like, I suppose when I was about 8 or 9, I was a massive Michael Jackson fan, and I wish I'd known at the time that I was his type. You know the conspiracy theory at the minute? There's a conspiracy theory already that Michael Jackson faked his own death. If he faked his death, where could he go in the world that he would blend in? Does Cornwall even have a police force?
Isn't it odd that Michael Jackson's dancing deteriorated as he got whiter and whiter?
This is a stand-up challenge based on this news wheel, dotted with topical subjects and faces. We spin the wheel, and when it stops, anyone can step forward and try to make us laugh about the subject it has landed on. If I judge that the person has got a big enough laugh, he or she is safe and gets to sit down again. The first team to have all its players sitting down at the desk wins the round. So here goes. Let's spin the wheel. Well, Michael Howard, the Tory party leadership. Who wants to get in on that? Ah, like a shot.
Hello. It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you. At the election, I announced my timetable for action, and here it is. I'm going.
Very good. Rory, very much. Sit down. To be honest, you could have sat down after you did the face. So let's spin the wheel again. OK, education. Who wants to go for that? Frankie's up.
The government's new education policy, apparently, is to make children stay at school till they're 18. It's just not living in the modern world, is it? 17-year-olds having to go to school. Who's going to pick their kids up from primary? The Catholic Church have got a big thing this week. They say they don't want sex education in schools because that's like giving the kids pornography, as opposed to the traditional Catholic method of educating them, of actually shagging them. Come on. Sex education at my school was a muttered warning about the janitor.
That's perfect. Frankie, sit down. Well done, you cool. Covered yourself in glory there. Let's have another look at the next story. OK, ASBOs. Who wants to go in on ASBOs? It's Linda.
Yeah, I think people are a bit down on ASBOs, but you've got to remember, these are the only qualifications that some kids are going to get.
Linda, sit down. Well done. What's our next topic? OK, ID cards. Who wants to come in on that? Jeremy.
Well, these are interesting because the defenders of ID cards say, well, we already have to carry lots of ID. You need to establish your identity in order to establish your entitlement to enter certain leisure centres or to claim benefit or to establish your entitlement to enter certain buildings. But this new card will establish your entitlement to go outside. And people say, well, they were a good idea because we had them in the Second World War. But in the Second World War, it was just a piece of cardboard that said, this is Mr. Wilkins, he's not a German spy. This will be this digitised, magnetised thing that says, this is Mr. Wilkins, he may not be a German spy, but he's got a genetic heart defect, his sister's against GM crops, and he took a video late back to Blockbuster in 1997.
Jeremy, please sit down. So, it's a tie-break situation. I'm going to spin the wheel one more time. And I want the two remaining players, that's Hugh and John, to give me something on that one topic. You both get a go of it, and the audience essentially decides. So, let's spin the wheel. OK, the nation's health.
Apparently, it's very important to stay healthy to have 5 portions of fruit a day. I do that. I have half a packet of Starburst. The Tories are very big on MRSA, which I found a bit surprising. I reckon most of them thought it was the way a posh man would pronounce the lead singer of the Smiths.
Just stand there, Hugh, because John is going to try to top that now.
There is absolutely no need to worry about Britain's health because, as we've all learnt, Jamie Oliver is going to save us all. And if Jamie Oliver has only taught me one thing, and he has, it's this, that an unhealthy lifestyle is like a homing pigeon. Yes, it's a lot of fun at the time, but one day it will track you down and it will kill you.
Very good. I'm going to give it to John, so John and his team are the winners.
OK, the topic is work.
I nearly lost my job as a roofer when I was caught masturbating on the first day. Yeah, luckily, my boss said I could wipe the slate clean. I used to work at Waterstones. One day, a guy came in asking if we had any audiobooks with subtitles. I thought, hang on, that's a book. The circus near me held a competition to find the best contortionist, so I entered myself and won. In my old job, I just used to punch buttons all day, and that's why I'm no longer allowed to work in panto. I've got 2 lawyers working for me at the minute. One's pro bono, and the other thinks he's a right pretentious twat. When my granddad was caught trying to stow away in the Merchant Navy, he offered to work his passage, which, as you can imagine, made him very popular. I hate people who phone me up just to complain about the weather, which is why I lost my job at Mountain Rescue. I was at a station the other day that had a piano on the platform, so I had a little tinkle on it, which saved me 30 pence. I went on a positive thinking course. It was shit. I bought a Microsoft Advent calendar. If you open too many windows at once, they all shut again for no bloody reason. Thank you.
Well done. Very good. Adding points for both of you. Well done. Come on, sit back in. And the first subject is identity. Who wants to come in with that? Josh.
I had to sign for a parcel recently. That's got a lot more difficult, hasn't it? Yeah, it used to be simple, didn't it, when you get a pen and a piece of card? Now you're given this kind of digital screen and plastic stick. And all you can do is some kind of zigzag up and down line. That bears no relation to any signature that has ever existed ever. Is that your signature? No! It's like the mark of Zorro. Is anyone checking this at the post office going, I've got bad news? Zorro is back. And he's signing for every parcel in the United Kingdom. I struggle filling in these forms, but I filled in the census last year. My favourite question was on the final page. There was a question that said, please fill in the details of anyone that doesn't live with you but stayed over on the night of March the 23rd. That's going to be very awkward if you've just had a one-night stand, isn't it? Good morning, a few questions. What What is your occupation? Well, I don't know. Well, I'm telling the government, actually, yeah? It's not the kind of thing you just drop in, just go, morning, do you take sugar in your tea? Also, would you describe yourself as Caucasian?
Thank you very much, Judge Wilson. OK, let's see what the next subject is. And it's nationality. Who wants to give me that? Catherine.
Hello. I'm of mixed heritage, actually. I talk like a Canadian, but I tolerate my partner's drinking like an Irish girl. I travel a lot, from London to Ireland, and anyone who's flown Heathrow to Cork knows that on your way to the plane, they have signs reminding you how many chances you've got left to get drunk. They're like 6 licensed shops, 2 shops, 1 shop. It's like, what? Before I board an aircraft filled with wine to get to the land of Guinness? And the final shop is right at the gate. And in that shop, there's a sign that says, no ID, no sale. And I'm like, this is an international airport. How about no ID? How'd you get on the plane? It is in the boarding lounge, If a terrorist manages to sneak through levels of security at the world's busiest international airport, give him a pint.
Thank you very much, Catherine Ryan. OK, that leaves us with Milton. Let's see what you've been left with, Milton. Let's spin the wheel. Transport is the topic.
So I've got my own private jet. The rest of the jacuzzi belongs to my mum. If you've got a sat-nav, don't put the name of the company you're visiting into it. I tried to take some mayonnaise back the other day. I ended up in Helmand Province. I mean, I've got a car, but there's nothing I like better than making a bonfire on the passenger seat. Driving up and down, opening and shutting the electric sunroof and pretending to be a steam train. My uncle, he was a taxi driver, but then one day he left home without any indication. So recently, I was fell walking in the Lake District. Well, it's not quite true. Recently, I fell walking in the Lake District. I was going to tell someone, but the pillar box was full of sugar puffs.
Thank you very much, Milton. OK, getting that round. Close in. Go on, Sebastian. First subject is climate change. Use in like a shot.
The problem with climate is that we're ruining the environment. You know, every year we destroy an area of rainforest the size of Belgium. Why not just destroy Belgium? No one would mind. We're desperate to find an alternative to oil. Wind is one, but what worries me about wind power is that if you cover Britain with 400,000 wind turbines, right, on a windy day, what's to stop the whole country taking off? like an enormous hovercraft and heading for France. That is European unification by the back door.
Very good, Hugh. Hugh, sit down. Congratulations. Very good. So let's have another topic. Live 8. Rory's coming in like a shot.
Yes, it's Live 8 this week. Bob Geldof's big thing was to persuade people to go to Edinburgh by boat. Right. Okay, because the first 20 miles are easy. The rest you're going to carry the boat on your shoulders. They're trying to get a million people up to Edinburgh. Elton John's not going. He's sending flowers. And it's a whole G8 Live 8 thing where the world's richest 8 nations get to meet the world's 8 richest rock stars.
Rory, well done, sit down. Let's have another topic. OK, reality TV. Who wants to get in?
Me.
Oh, hang on.
Just a second, though.
12 calories. Well, you probably realise that the 487th series of Big Brother has just started. Problem to me with Big Brother is that when someone gets voted out of the house, they don't actually have a sniper up in a tree with one bullet, just to see how they do. Now, I actually applied for Celebrity Love Island, but...
You can sit down now if you want to. That's it. Travel. Who wants to come in on that?
I'll do it.
Chris has.
The most dangerous roads in the whole of the world are British motorways. That is my sincere belief. Not because of the speed, because you can't get up speed on a British motorway because you're stuck behind a dick in a caravan, potentially. Do you know, I found this out. 1 in 5 families in this country goes caravanning. Why? What makes a family who don't get on in a normal-sized house believe that squeezing themselves into a tin for a fortnight is going to improve matters? It's such a self-deluding activity, which for me is symbolised by that. You know that 5-foot-long wing mirror, the attachable wing mirror the dad puts on the car? Well, I have to see what's behind me. It's of paramount importance that at all moments I can see what is behind me. Oh, for goodness sake, just paste a picture of a traffic jam on there, because that's what's behind you. You don't need to look to see what's behind you. It's there because you are. So the government, they're boring, right? The motorways are boring, and the government puts up those signs to stop us falling asleep, saying, TARDIS can kill, take a break. But the thing is, we're not surprised by those signs anymore, so they don't really work. I think they have to keep changing them. I think they should change those signs to keep us on our toes. Change them to ones that say, Deja vu can kill, take a break, and then one exactly the same, half a mile.
OK, let's spin the wheel again. Next topic is politics. Who wants to come in on that? Any persons?
So, we have a Liberal-Conservative coalition. It makes no sense, does it? 2 words that mean completely opposite things. It would be like having the Whig-Baldy coalition or having voted for the no-swearing arse party. We have a new Foreign Secretary, William Hague. I don't think he's going to be taken seriously, is he? Every time he goes to Afghanistan, they're just going to think, oh, it's Ross Kemp on another undercover show. I mean, at the moment, you know, we'll never know, will we, exactly how much Bigotgate affected the election result. Why didn't Gordon Brown just answer Gillian Duffy's question? All she said was, those Eastern Europeans, where are they coming from? Now, even I could have answered that question.
Thank you very much, Andy Parsons. OK, that leaves us with Mickey. Let's see what topic you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And the topic is food. Oh, here you go.
Now, this is one of my favourite topics because I actually hate restaurants. And my wife loves restaurants. She's middle class. She's been skiing and everything. And she loves a restaurant. She says, can we go to a restaurant at the weekend? And I say, yes, we can. And we're there. We're barely there 2 minutes. And she's like, isn't it a lovely ambiance? And I say to her, I don't know what you're talking about. I've worked out what an ambiance is. It's a night out without poor people, isn't it, basically? It's people with a few quid to say, can we just have one night out without the poor people turning up? You know what they're like. They'll be banging spoons together, singing Mailman's a Dustman, creating an atmosphere. We want an ambiance. So we try and enjoy the ambiance. But something's happened spoiling it for me. There's no tomato sauce on the table. Creating the situation when my wife looked at me, she said, you're going to ask for tomato sauce, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. Because I'm going to have the risotto. You can't eat risotto without red sauce, it's too dry. It's a health and safety issue. You've got to zhuzh it up with a bit of red sauce, right? So I thought, I'm not having it. I said to the waitress, excuse me, do you have any ketchup in the building? She's looked at me like I'm the worst pleb God has ever put breath into. She went off to the kitchen and I saw her making her way back with a pot about that big, about 2 chipfuls of tomato sauce. I thought, oh, here we go. She's tried to put it down and walk away like she's doing a drug deal or something. And I stopped her. I said, hold on, love, don't rush off. And I took a sip of it. And I looked at her, I said, Jess, I'll have a bottle, please.
Thank you very much, Jeffy. Well done. And that point, Burns, going to make it sign again. Well done. Trust. Who wants to come in on that? Sean.
I get guilty when I'm with a friend and he loses money in his house. This happened to me recently. My friend lost a £5. I thought, does he think? Does he think I've taken his £5? Is this what's happening? He thinks I've taken... I want to say I haven't taken his £5, but I don't want him to think that I'm guilty. And then I start thinking, hang on, have I taken his £5? Maybe I've taken his £5. Maybe I've put his £5 in my pocket. I want to check my pocket. I can't check my pocket. If he sees me checking my pocket, he's going to think I've nicked his £5. I want to go and hide and check my pocket. I can't hide and check my pocket. If I hide and check my pocket, he's definitely going to think I've nicked his £5. So I went into the bathroom. I found his £5. I couldn't go and give it to him. It would have looked like I got guilty, decided to give it back. I can't just leave it there. He's seen me go in. It's going to look like I planted it, so I just nicked it.
Well done, Sean. OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is family. Who wants to come in on that? Greg.
All of my family are obsessed by the ageing process. Every single generation of us are obsessed by it at the moment. I'll just share this with you before I talk about other family members, just so I can get it off my chest. I was visiting my parents last week, and an old family friend came up to us in the street and said to my mum, "Hello, Pauline, how are you?" She said, "I'm all right, thanks, Kath, how are you?" And then she looked up at me and she said, "Hello, Bob, how are you?" Bob is my dad. He is 75 years of age. All of us are obsessed with it. All of us are obsessed with ageing in our family. Even my nan. My nan is doing her best to hold off the years. She puts a pound of face cream on every single morning. You know, and there's not a face cream on the market that works, ladies and gentlemen. I know that because of my nan, because she's a lovely woman, but she's religiously applied this stuff, and with the best will in the world, her face is ruined. I said to her, "You've spent all that time and all that money, Gran, and your face is no better than Grandad's." And he's dead. He died in the war. He got shot in the face. With a cannon.
OK. That leaves you with Milton. Let's see what you've been after. Let's spin the wheel. And the subject is travel.
When I was young, my mum used to put food on a spoon and say, "There's a train coming, there's a train coming, there's a train coming." We'd always eat it because we knew that if we didn't, she wouldn't untie us from the railway line. I tried to get here by train today. They said, "Today there's a bus replacement service." So I gave them a tin of pineapple chunks. I said, "What's that?" I said, "That's my money replacement service." I didn't have any money because her friend nicked my £5. Thanks, that doesn't normally work. Anyway, I managed to borrow a car and I parked it up in Bus Lane. Last year I went on a ballooning holiday, put on 4 stone. The other day I bought one of those off-road vehicles. 3,000 quid, got it home, found out it was a canoe.
The first subject is help. Going to volunteer. Frankie.
Part of the side effect of the smoking ban in Scotland is that every pub, no matter how terrible or horrible, now has tables and chairs outside it. Basically, Glasgow looks like Paris after a nuclear war. People say there's no such way as a good way to die, and those people have never heard the phrase drug-fueled sex heart attack. There's a great case in Scotland at the minute. A guy had a sex change, and he had everything chopped off, and then he decided that he wanted to change back, and they wouldn't let him. So he went to the European Court, and they said, OK, you can change back. Now he's changed his mind again. Wants to stay as he is. Typical woman.
Frankie Boyle. OK, let's spin the wheel again. Subject is the West Country. Who? Russell.
How can you not love the West Country? I've genuinely seen graffiti in Bristol during the last Tory campaign. Do you remember, are you thinking what we're thinking? Somebody had written underneath it, is it, do I like what's-its? It's phenomenal. Just wonderful, isn't it? I used to live there. I've moved away from Bristol because I was near a dogging site, which is just a bit odd, right? And, all right, I wasn't into it. I was just near a dogging site, right? And I was talking to my friend. I was like, Jane, why do they do dogging near the house, right? And she looked and went, apparently you got really great views of the Clifton Suspension Bridge. And you're like, well, you've got faith in humanity, haven't you? Just the idea that some... I tell you what, it's only when you're doing the nasty in a cortina that you can truly appreciate the work of Isambard King of Brunei. That, my friend, is craftsmanship. Shall we? Nubba na na nubba nubba na na na. Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Russell. OK, we're left with Michael and Andy. Let's spin the wheel again. The next subject is North-South divide. There goes Michael.
Right, yes. Now, I am from the south. Have you noticed? I have been north, up the M1, and I don't know what happens to the word the. It seems to disappear at about junction 25 on the M1, and the word the just goes, that's it from me, I'm getting off. You go on ahead. Are you coming with? No, I'm not interested up there. And then you get there and they don't have this up to fridge, or you're going up to... What are you doing? My first experience of this was when I went to the cinema in Leeds. I saw The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. I had more fun asking the woman what it is I'd booked to see than watching the entire movie itself. So what is it I'm seeing here today? To one, to witch and to wardrobe. What's he talking about? Are you hearing this? Are you taking toothpaste? Yes, of course. I thought it might be a nice idea maybe to go to HMV and get a DVD of The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, maybe The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, and perhaps an album by The. And just line them up on the counter. What is it I've decided to purchase here? Took one, took witch and took wardrobe. Took good, took button, took ugly. And took. Thank you.
Well done, Michael. OK, Andy, let's see what you've been left with. Let's spin the wheel. And it's religion.
Looks like my dad. We should, of course, remember that there are 5 major world religions. 4 of them got to be wrong. Imagine that, right? You're on your last day, you're going off to meet your maker. The gods of the 5 major world religions lined up in front of you. You've chosen your god, you're happy with your god. You go up to your god and your god produces a little bit of cardboard bluff. That is going to hurt, isn't it?
Well done, Andy Parsons. At the end of that round, the points go to Michael and Frankie. Your category is home news. The answer is 43 years. What is the question?
Is it for how long will the average Glastonbury goer keep their wristband on?
Is it how long will it take for Nigel Farage's erection to subside?
If Jeremy Corbyn asked the shadow cabinet for a high five, how long would they leave him hanging?
Is it how long will somebody have to wait if they're born today before they can move out of their parents' house?
Is it how long will you have to wait for your Uber if everyone gets deported?
Is it how long does Rob take to brush his teeth?
Big teeth, isn't it?
Is it what's the age difference between Cher and parts of Cher?
Is it how many years has Jeremy Corbyn had his shirt?
Is it the average age of the Russian under-21 gymnastics team?
Does any of you know the correct answer?
On which wedding anniversary is it traditional to give them some time apart?
Well, actually, I think it's how long have we been in the EU?
Absolutely right. Thank you very much. Cheers. The question I was looking for was, how long has the UK been a member of the EU before Thursday's momentous referendum vote to leave? How have people reacted to the result?
I'm pretty furious with my granddad. I mean, I was only being nice to him to get the inheritance, and now his vote has made the inheritance worthless.
There's been a big age divide, though, hasn't there? A lot of the older people have voted to leave, and a lot of the younger people have voted to stay. And I just think if you are a person over 65, I'd avoid stairs for the next 10 years.
I think we could have prevented that, though, by making an internet vote.
It'd be very wrong to stereotype all Leave voters as old anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Although it doesn't matter if we do, because they'll all be in bed by now.
Statistically, 4,000 of them are already dead. If we just... It's going to take 2 years to leave. If we just held the referendum in 2 years, it would have been a landslide.
Yes, it's very, very disappointing. Some people felt that, you know, it's a trait of the British people, the desire for sovereignty, the desire for independence, all that, you know.
Yeah, it was a big war cry, wasn't it, to get Britain back, you know, and that's already started. The currency is already back to a point that it was in 1985, so I mean, it's clearly working.
When Sunderland voted to leave, I thought maybe they thought they were voting to leave Sunderland.
You know, like, will I like to leave? Fantastic. If I go in, I just tick yes. I go into another booth, and suddenly, like Mr. Ben, I'm not in Sunderland anymore.
I think the Cornish voted to leave as well, didn't they? Cornwall voted to leave because they think it's going to give the fishing industry a boost, which it probably will, because fish will become our currency when... announces.
It's like the country's had, like, an office affair. We've got to, like, middle age, had an office affair, thought, this is a bit crazy, actually, I'm going to leave her. Yeah, and then they get a new flat in Canary Wharf, going, yeah, freedom! And give it 2 years, they're crying, sitting in their pants, and the people that are left over are the kids, and they're screwed.
I tell you what, the Cameron was right.
Jesus, that was brutal.
Oh, yeah, I've got it if you need it, mate.
Cameron said it'd be bad for jobs, and he was right, because his was gone by 8 o'clock the next morning.
So who's been backtracking since the referendum result?
Well, a lot of people have been regretting their decisions. You know, it's because it's split up families. It's divided families. It's divided friends. I mean, I've got a Dutch wife, so on the morning after the referendum, it was just tragic to watch her packing the little clogs into a bag, taking the little wheels of cheese away.
My girlfriend demanded to know if I was in or out. Unfortunately, we were having sex at the time.
Yes, there's been a lot of basically a lot of the Leave campaign have been forced to go. Oh yeah, did we say that? Did we say 350 million? Oh, really? It wasn't written anywhere, really. Oh, on the side of a bus. Oh, well, you know the way people write things on the side of buses all the time. Yeah, I mean, I saw there's a side of bus going around near me recently which said that Batman vs Superman is a 5-star movie. That was on a bus for ages, and it's not. Really.
I think the £350 million claim was the most dubious figure on the side of a bus since you did those megabus adverts. I couldn't let that one lie.
No,
I understand people having regrets about it, because I mean, we all have regrets about things, you know. I have many regrets. Usually they're connected to a hangover, but I've never woken up in the morning and gone, my God, did I cause the currency to crash last night? Did I have some part in that?
Isn't it? Yeah. Well, people rarely, when you wake up after a bad night, hand you a graph. Oh dear, this looks bad.
Well, now we've got control of our borders, people are saying that the population could go down by as much as 5 million people, or Scotland, as they prefer.
Well, I mean, the Leave campaign wanted to bring more manufacturing back into Britain, didn't they? That was their thing, and they've started with the truth. They've just started manufacturing their own truth in Britain.
Hey, by the way, we should. Because it's a nationally broadcast show and they're cheering for certain points of view that are expressed here, should remind we're all in the bubble here, people. That bubble which manages to be London, Scotland, Northern Ireland and Gibraltar. That weird, freaky bubble that pops up randomly at points. Yeah.
They want a speedy divorce, don't they? The EU, like, is it Juncker? Is his name Juncker?
Yeah, Juncker.
Juncker. He wants that speedy divorce. I reckon we should get, like, Cheryl Vicini, Fernandez, Tweedy, Cole, whatever. We should get her in. Yeah. She is smashing for the divorces and she's looking all right. I get her in to head it up.
I love that the result of the Brexit vote has meant that Rob refuses to pronounce any European names.
$25 in a row. What is the question?
How many green bottles are standing on Charles Kennedy's windowsill?
Is it you've just been picked up whilst hitchhiking? What's the last thing you want to hear the truck driver chuckle as he nods towards the 24 empty rucksacks in the back?
Is it how many times has Dara O'Brien cracked one off on Blue Peter?
It was unfair to draw her into a political battle. I was fucking having a session with the woman or something.
Can a man not form an unnatural attachment to someone they've never met on the television without it resorting to masturbation jokes? He's just made a little shrine.
I've not made any little shrine. And can I point out, stop writing Dara fancies Connie on a piece of paper. I think she's twice been unfairly dragged into political discussions that are not of her doing, and that's what I'm defending here.
Is it for how many years has the UK finished bottom of the Eurovision Song Contest?
Is it how many times has...
We won it in 1997, happen to know.
Did we?
Yeah.
So, that shoots you down, my friend.
Would you like to sing us that song, David?
Well, I would, but unfortunately a court order says I mustn't.
It was Katrina and the Waves, actually.
Is it how many times does Victoria Beckham throw up during lunch?
Is it how many letters are there after A?
Is it Cliff Richard has had 25 top 10 hits? How many were shit?
Is it how many researchers from GMTV won phoning competitions last year?
They're just very good on those questions. I'm going to steer you towards the correct answer. It is an education issue.
Is it to do with GCSEs?
It is to do... No, actually, no, it's through A-levels, actually.
OK. The results are getting better every year, and they have been for the past 25 years.
That's exactly right. Well done, Russell. Unlikely things for a vet to say.
Of course your monkey's got diabetes. You've been feeding him Cocoa Pops for 20 years.
I know it's expensive, Mrs. Smith, but if you want your cat put down, you're going to have to make 9 appointments.
No, I'm afraid Timmy won't be coming out of hibernation soon, and that's because he's not actually a tortoise, he's a Freybentos pie.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut open the stomach of your Rottweiler, and hopefully I'll have both of us out of here in no time whatsoever.
Oh, if only they could talk, I'd be in prison.
The bad news is we've had to chop off one of Fido's legs, but the good news is you put roller skates on him, that's 3 million hits on YouTube right there.
You're right, Mrs. Thomas. This is the first beaver I've seen. Now, what pet have you brought in?
The good news is your snake has survived. The bad news is he's never going to walk again.
Well, sir, if you think this treatment is too expensive, I suggest you get your meerkat to find somewhere cheaper.
Well, yes, your horse is a little bit overweight, but it's nothing to worry about. Oh, it's a dog.
We just had the test results back on the cows, and it's not good, I'm afraid. They're 10% horse meat.
I'm afraid it's dead, Mr. Forsyth, but I would say maybe you shouldn't have kept it on your head for so long.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to put your dog down. Rover, you're a fat, lazy arsehole who couldn't catch a stick to save his life.
Mr. Johnson, you spoil that dog. Not only are you overfeeding him, but he's quite capable of licking his own balls.
At the end of that round, the points go to Chris, Hugh and Gary. OK, here we go. Let's spin the wheel. The first subject is race. Who wants to come in on that?
I remember that day. The Interracial Arm Wrestling World Championships. I'm a white man. Thank you. I'm a white man, which means that a lot of people hate me these days. But I'm a white man, so it doesn't matter. Basically the same. Not just that, I'm a young, white, middle-class, straight man. In the game of life, that is what's called a royal flush. I hit the jackpot, OK? I got lucky as shit, so everyone thinks my life is easy. Everyone thinks I've got it simple, but that's because they don't know my struggle, OK? My day-to-day, the shit I have to deal with on a daily basis. Do you know how often I'm sat in a coffee shop and someone asks me to watch their laptop for them? Just let me live my life! Yes, I am trustworthy, but don't assume that based on my appearance, OK? That is still discrimination. And yes, in this Cafe Nero, surrounded by all these mums, I'm unlikely to steal your Dell computer when I'm clearly already using a MacBook Pro. Superior laptop. But don't get too relaxed. I could just easily steal that Dell and repurpose it as a gift for someone I don't respect. Hard part for me about being those 5 things, that royal flush, is being a comedian. That's the hard part, because you're constantly told art comes from pain, right? To make great art, you've got to experience pain along the way in childhood or whatever, then harness that pain, turn it into art down the line. But I don't know the meaning of the word pain. I've never experienced any true pain. First time I even saw the word pain, I was in a patisserie.
Was up in Scotland, who was found by police in Buckingham Palace Gardens.
This is Prince Andrew.
Yes.
And apparently the police stopped him. They thought he was a waster, and it turned out they were right.
He does a voice of the music go, state your business. He'd go, 10 years enough. You there with the tan and the golf clubs. Before you get into that helicopter. Who are you? What
are you doing here?
They said they wanted him to prove that he was a royal, and apparently he just stood around doing nothing, and they took that as sufficient proof. So...
Do you know the most stupid thing about this is he apparently said to the policeman who stopped him, he said, "Do you know who I am?" And to which the answer is, clearly not.
He does have that look of a man who's eaten Prince Andrew.
I think he actually lives in the garden. He was found in the garden, wasn't
Yes, he was. He was walking
Do you think
around
he actually
the
lives in the garden?
He had a big
Does he like Stig of the Dump? Does he live in the garden? That's what I want to know. Has he fallen so far down the royal pecking order that he now actually just lives in the garden of nuts and berries and stuff?
What was the timeline of this, though? Was this before the burglary or was this after the burglary?
It was after. Sorry, there was a burglary. A man broke in 2 days before.
2 days before.
Yeah, hence there was a lot of... They were all on a little bit more...
They didn't think that man was still hanging around there, did they? 2 days after
They
the
often
burglary.
return to the scene of the crime. That is one of the things I've learned about the criminal classes over the years.
Who did they contact, by the way, to give a comment on this break-in?
Oh, Michael Fagan.
Michael Fagan. Michael Fagan, who broke into Buckingham Palace 30 years ago and sat on the edge of the Queen's bed for an hour until eventually... I think it's like she said, "Would you like a cup of tea?" And he said, "I'll just ring for one. Something in my room!"
They all said that
How do you like a cup of tea?
They said that was very dangerous, didn't they? Because he sat on the edge of the Queen's bed, but the edge of the Queen's bed is up to a quarter of a mile away from the Queen.
I can't believe people aren't breaking in the whole time to Buckingham Palace. It's one of the few places where there's a flag to tell you if anyone's home or not. I bet they don't cancel the milk or anything. You know?
You think as they leave, they're about to put down, and she goes, "No, leave the flag up."
Yeah.
Right? Leave the flag up and one light in the hall.
Because the whole country was shocked, I think, by the burglary. Everyone thinking, how can you get an intruder into the palace? We were all shocked by it, except Helen Mirren, who's probably thinking, right, that's another film for me to do then. I'll probably get Liam Neeson in to
Queen
play
2, who's in my house?
Liam Neeson playing the burglar, Neeson playing the burglar, going, "So, you're probably wondering how I got into your bedroom, Your Majesty. How does Aslan ever get anywhere? Came in through the wardrobe."
I honestly thought you were going to go with Taken instead. I honestly thought you were going to say, I have a very specific set of skills.
I don't see adult films, I just see the child films.
Yes, oh, sorry. Yeah.
What is anyone talking about?
But at Miles, we weren't talking.
Very good. The end of that round, the points go to Miles, Hal and Andy. The first subject tonight is bad things to hear on an airplane.
In the event of the cabin decompressing, oxygen masks will drop from the ceiling and untangling them will annoy you before you die.
Well, if you look out of the port side window in just a minute or so, you'll see me. Bye.
That's the first cloud I've ever seen with a ski lift on it.
The only thing less likely than surviving crashing into the sea is the Coast Guard hearing the whistles on your life jacket.
Oh, hi. I've got a hobby farm. Would you like me to tell you all about it for the next 9 hours?
Hold on! I've just entered us in the Red Bull Challenge!
Will the fat people please move to the back of the plane?
This is a no-smoking flight, although do feel free to join me in the cockpit where we've opened a window.
Punch it, Chewie.